Postal family, how's everybody doing? My name is Saeed. Welcome back to my channel. What's going on this Friday evening? First off, what I'm sharing today is USPS notifies NALC of time frame for that December, the holiday peak season that they take the penalty time away. So get on that article shortly. But first, if you're new to the channel, my name is Saeed. Postal content is what I do, love to do. Thanks so much, everybody, for all the support. Good messages, keep giving me the thumbs up, helps out everything on here. Everything I say on here is from my views, my experience, my research. I don't speak on behalf of the post office, USPS, in any of my videos. Thanks so much for all the support. Hope everybody's good. And there was some questions coming in about different things, the time frames of the different things, the paychecks, what they were asking me. I had answered them on the comments page. So because I'll go over them after the on this article. So hope everybody's doing good. Thanks again for all the comments. I'm dead tired today. I didn't sleep well last night, so obviously I'm kind of lost out of it. So, but excuse me. So let's get into the article though, first and foremost. USPS notifies NALC of time frame for December penalty overtime exclusion period. The Postal Service has notified NALC of the December period during which penalty overtime regulations are not applicable, as referred in the Article 8, Sections 4 and 5 of USPS NALC National Agreement. This period consists of 4 consecutive service weeks. Again, this whole thing makes no sense. I'd made a video on it, and it angers a lot of people, that time frame. When December comes, we get the most busiest, obviously, with the packages, Christmas time. That's when post office hits us and takes the V time away. So it's mind-boggling how that works. Again, another thing against us carriers, how to take a jab at us. So it makes no sense whatsoever. Our Mr. Renfrod didn't do anything on it either. He agreed. I think they added one more week on it, but I could be mistaken. So he didn't do anything. Of course, he just did what they told him. Keep it as it is. Hopefully the new president, if they're not, I hate to say it, coward of USPS, they will speak up and speak up for the carriers and say this is the busiest time. Carriers should be able to make penalty V time, for Christmas time, whatever they needed. We're working extra hard, and it just pisses off a lot of people, angers a lot of people, and nothing at all was done in all the negotiations. It's happening again, and we just hope and pray for the new president that this can be taken away. It's completely fraudulent. It doesn't make any sense. Back in the day, in my video I said the whole thing, whoever agreed to this is a really, really coward and not looking out for the carriers by any means. This thing they never should have said yes to this deal whenever it was made decades ago. I don't know how it was passed through, but it makes no sense. It's a complete slap on carriers' face. When we work extra hard, we expect the extra money too, but they take that V time away 5 weeks, starting in November, and then ends all the way the last week of December. So this year, the December period begins pay period 26, week 1, November 29th, and ends pay period 1, 2026, week 2, December 26th. Keep in mind the penalty overtime exclusion period does not affect the new provision bargained for included in the 23-26 National Agreement outlined in Article 8, Section 4, which requires letter carriers to be paid at the rate of 2.5 times their base hourly straight time rate for any hours worked beyond 12. Not beyond 10, beyond 12 hours in a service day or 60 hours in a service. Boy, that helps, Renfrod. Man, you awesome, dude. You really helped out the carrier. May God make you a carrier again and you get punished by this, man. This is so. It's not right, man. This guy didn't do us no favors. I don't know how he's still in the office, man. It says after 12, not after 10. At least you're taking the penalty time away. Make that after 10. Yeah, this requirement to compensate letter carriers at the rate of pay is unchanged during the December period. Unchanged because you're a coward. A brave NALC president would have held up the bargain, talked for the carriers and say, look, take this away. Take this away. Carriers deserve, they're working extra hours. They deserve the extra V time. What's wrong with that? Can't afford it, but you can afford your bonuses, right? I'm sorry, whenever I see this thing that's really hurting the carriers, it's just mind-boggling. We're out there, it's dark, we gotta use your own flashlights at that time. Your truck is loaded with packages, but you're not getting compensated correctly like you do the rest of the year with V time. Tell me that makes sense. I know all the carriers are with me, you guys, but it's not right by any means. It's not right. We need a president to change things up. This is, it's not right by any means. All hours worked in excess of 12 hours in a service day or 60 hours in a service week will still be paid at 2.5 times the normal rate of pay. After 12 hours. So we don't want to work after 12 hours. 12 hours and beyond, it's I just don't get it. This guy, he took close to 700 days of negotiations. He didn't attack everything that the carrier stood for, all the things that he could have spoken had he been a very brave NALC president that spoke for his carriers. But no, this guy first the wages, the same 1.3. We won't get into that. You know where it is. 1.3, 1.4, 1.5. He did. This is December. This thing was huge. The V time. It's the same. He just sat there and it was so a funny scene when they met in that little office, those three of them. The vice president, James Henry, wasn't allowed in there. He would have set all their minds straight had he been sitting on that seat next to Renfrod. But because, he's brave, he can talk for the carriers. He wasn't allowed in there. And our Renfrod just said okay to everything. Just make everything from previous contract, just pass it on. Carriers will do it without V time in December. We won't give them no choice. And it's just unreal. It's, in December, a lot of people get off the OT list for that particular reason because, if they expect you to work past 12 and 12 hours and no V time, 2.5 times the pay rate after 12. So it's just this whole subject kind of really bothers me, but wanted to make this quick video that USPS has told NALC of this year's time frame, last week of November to last week of December. So when I started a few years ago, it wasn't that November week wasn't included, if I'm not mistaken. I think this is think they added one more week, if I'm not mistaken. I could be mistaken. Hope everybody's good. Want to share that little article. Thanks so much for all you guys do. Let me check. There was a question in there that, if I'm not forgetting something, there was somebody had asked a good question. That's from my current video, not having consecutive days off. That was a good thing I addressed in my yesterday's video about not having consecutive days. That's another blunder of our NALC president that does nothing. Well, he can't do nothing about that. You have to earn that, so. But, who's to say they know next day even is guaranteed, much less a carrier, much less in your own life. So when they say you have to work 10, 15 years, what if your age is like you're reaching 50, for example, and, you're nowhere near being a senior. You started post office late, so, and, so who's to say how many more years you're going to work until you even can think about a spot like that, consecutive days off. So that also is mind-boggling. The carriers deserve consecutive days at least, but just this thing is so upside down when it was designed, what happened all throughout the decades, just is above me. I mean, responded. Somebody had asked, what is mail volume? Your flat letters and your DPS letters all together is your mail volume. Thanks for all the support. A lot of guys. Somebody said, because I air my videos next day, so when you see it, I'm still saying. So this another carrier said today is Thursday. LOL. I know, bro. I know. I upload the video, then I air it next day. So when you see it next day, obviously it's today, Friday, but in the video I'm saying Thursday because I air it one day afterwards. So, anyways, that's it for this one, guys. Just want to talk a little bit about that issue. I know I got a little bit loud. That subject is not anything light. When December comes around, everybody, we're working extra hard. Obviously, Amazon is off the chain, and yet they take the V time away from 5 weeks. So it's not good at all. It's got to be changed. Good, brave NALC president got to speak up and address this thing. It's not good by any means. It's not fair by any means to the carrier base. We deserve a lot better. A lot of these things got to be addressed. Got to be addressed. All right, guys, that's it. Until next time, Saeed out. Hope everybody's good. Take care, guys.